Yo guys, I've got a spark which I'm going to use to ignite the fire for a brand new episode of the Skylanders Superchargers Supercharger Noir Locke, where we're going to momentarily, mind you, run directly into the wall, because why the heck not? Anyway, we're going to head down here, and before speaking with Flynn for Vault of the Ancients, we have a couple of stones to be thrown in that wishing well. The first one of which is going to revolve around Forsaken of Double Edge Happy's soul. We're not going to be previewing him, however. Man, the last episode was depressing. On Christmas Day of all things, we had the biggest loss to date. We lost 25%, an entire quarter of our cast to Demolition Derby. And it was one round of it too, Turbo Teeth, because man, that boss fight right now, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, it is a nightmare. It takes the name of the difficulty quite literally, and I hate it so much, which is why I'm glad we're done with Demolition Derby, and now we can flick my hair back and head out for the ancient Vault of Ancients, or the mystical vault. I don't know, the names just kind of amalgamate together for me. It's a vault of something or another. Vault of the Ancients is what it is. And off we pop. You know, Fiesta and Burn Cycle, the same combination that finished the episode last time, and man was it clutch. So today is Boxing Day. I hope you guys had an amazing Christmas day. I have a very colourful t-shirt on right now, which doesn't even go matter because everything's in black and white.
The stuff inside was locked up for a reason, right?
We don't have a choice, Flynn. The Dark Rift engine is our only chance to get rid of the darkness. And if we don't find it, that Sky Eater is going to destroy all of Skylands.
Oh yeah, we got this.
Yeah, I think we should stop here. It's said that the vault is guarded by some very dangerous traps.
My thoughts exactly, little girl.
I have very dangerous traps. This one right here has Pinata in it. Yeah, you know it has Pinata in it, because I had to put it in the portal in the previous episode to make sure I could unlock some villain stones to finally beat the Overdrive Gauntlet. And speaking of things I beat, Fiesta and Burn Cycle managed to clutch the solo shot for Rekosaurus, which is why Fiesta is on your screens currently. It was pretty mad indeed. I don't yet have a magnet, so I can't get to that gold up there. It's rather tragic if you were to ask me. Oh, never mind. Now this is what's tragic.
Greetings, most honored friend. I am fortunate to be called Pluck, the last of the Watch race. The ancients created.
That's why I say it's unfortunate. Pluck is an awesome legendary character, and he's the last one of his kind. That stinks. I hate it when that happens.
After being alone for so long would be a sad irony. We should begin soon. It is my understanding that all of Skylands verges on a terrible cataclysm. Wouldn't that be embarrassing if Skylands perished while you were in the middle of a test?
Yeah, I'd be pretty embarrassed by that. Wouldn't want to be that guy who was taking a test when the whole of the world just kind of imploded.
Here is the first gift of the ancients, the fundamental power of attraction. When you wish, you can pull objects toward you.
Oh yeah, look at Fiesta, he's got that beat going. I reckon he could pull some of the ladies, if that's what he's into. You know, he has all of the laws of attraction now, so he's going to have to be holding them back in due time. He's just going to be swarmed by all his fans. Okay, enough of all of the terrible attraction jokes, just because I can't attract no one. I'm just totally jealous of Fiesta is all, but what we get to do next is we get to turn off the magnet, head through these doors, and we got a vehicle section. Luckily for us, Burn Cycle is the one vehicle that's actually tolerable because its hitbox is smaller than others and it's very maneuverable, so dodging attacks for Burn Cycle, hell of a lot easier than it is anything else. My hair is annoying me now.
You will have to banish them, Skylander.
But it's glorious all the
The
same.
sentry statues that seal the path to the vault have been damaged. You
No, not that. Anything but that. It sure is a good thing I have, at the bare minimum, glorious hair working with me here. No matter how wrong things go in life, at least I have my hair. Okay, we're back after that edit. I did have to reload this chapter, so that's why Fiesta's gold bar is a little bit different than where it was we left off. But without further ado, let's be shooting up again! And what's interesting about this vehicle section is the fact that, well, first of all, tech has popped up, so Fiesta shall be on the portal no longer. We'll bring out a good bit of high five because I feel like it. I also feel like protecting and surging, and those are two things you can do with high vault. But the best part is that you can do them at the same time. Watch out for those fellas. Luckily, you know, when we feel like being unattractive, we can just deactivate our magnet, and then all of a sudden those attacks never, well, they stop homing towards us, I should say. They stop being attracted to us the moment we deactivate the magnet. Had I known that magnets had such attractive capabilities, I would have gone out and public with magnets more often, but here we are. Even though so far it seems that the only thing we're attracting is inanimate objects. Bit of a shame, that one, really. Bit of a waste of a perfectly good attractive trait. Man, these jokes just don't stop, do they? Anyway, let's be reuniting those statue pieces. Luckily for us, a burn cycle is the most manoeuvrable vehicle by miles, and it has one of the smallest most hitboxes. Rather a convenient pair in that. Will you just stop hitting me? It's so rude, old chap. I really wish fire was active here, because then at least we could get the buff from the element of the vehicle, but instead we just have to deal with it at its base. I say that like base burn cycle is hot garbage. You couldn't be further from the truth when saying that. Okay, cool. Oh, there's a mob back there. Didn't want to be missing that, even though that has put me in at risk, which makes it a very stupid idea. But we've got a mod for the burn cycle, so clearly it's all worth it. Anyway, we want that invincibility right there, don't mind if we do, fantastic. And now, let us be reuniting all these statue pieces, or with the statue itself. Boom, baby, that's 4 of 4, that's what we're talking about. And now he has almost been blown up. Almost doesn't quite count, but we don't need him to be blown up, so long as he's not attacking us. We can't take damage if we're not being attacked. And the less damage the better. This is a Locke after all, might I remind you. Okay, let's destroy those crates. Look at me funny. And what's even better yet is we are being rewarded for our destructive nature. Portal Master rank 12. A bit like the 12 Days of Skylanders, which this episode is not a part of. This is the second to last episode. It's the finale, which will be the skeptical subject, apparently, is what the undead buff was called. I just felt like doing the undead buff, even though both Philippine and Fiesta are both alive, and let's be honest, Philippine is probably going to outlive Fiesta, so that was a bad choice. But going back to what I was saying about the 12 Days of Skylands, today is Boxing Day. I might have said this in the intro already, I could have already forgot what I've said already. My memory is that of a goldfish, let us not forget. But say, the finale gets to premiere as the third day of the 12 Days of Skylanders, so it's only appropriate that we Portal Master ranked up to 12, even though this isn't part of the 12 Days of Skylanders. I could skip this right now, I just won't. I'm good like that. Yes, sir!
The watch wraiths once filled this place.
And the last episode, the finale, is going to exist of both the Bandit Train and the Sky Eater. Hopefully we can go into that episode with more characters than we did last time. In fact, all 9 characters I currently have, I might need to make sure they're all alive for the Darkness boss fight, because the vehicle boss fight going against the Darkness is absolute bullshit.
You now possess both push and pull magic, Skylander.
Oh, is that right, is it?
Extremely well-rounded, in the metaphorical sense.
Well, if I was playing as Wrecking Ball, I would be well-rounded in the literal sense. Wrecking Ball is an orb, so saying he's well-rounded isn't exactly an offence. In fact, calling a fat person fat isn't exactly an offence. It's what they are. It's when you shame them for it, which is the problem. There is no shame in one's body image. The only thing that really matters is not what other people think, but what you think of yourself. Let's be honest here. Well, let's also be honest here. Treasure is awesome. We're going to stay as tech. It's looking that way, which, to be honest, I'm okay with. After all, high volt is good. Boom! Take that to the face. Yeah, baby, you're going down. And I'm yelling, thunder! We gotta be careful though, otherwise we'll die here, and that's not what I want. If I'm gonna die, it ought to be to a vehicle section, rather than a combat section. Combat is supposed to be easy in this game, let's remember. Those were my words exact. Anyway, let's push that into place. Fantastico. Now let's attract everything to us. So then, for treasure from this here vault, does it go to waste? Ooh, would you look at that? The Avalanche Eruptor. We got his soul gem again. We got this on the Wii U already. I remember because we previewed it after he tragically died several episodes back. Stay. Yeah, well, that was somewhat stay, I guess. Man, losing Lava Lance Eruptor so early in the series seriously stinks, especially since I believe in the original playthrough of this series, Lava Lance Eruptor got up to this point in the lock.
Skylanders are the
Oh, yeah, well, looks like I remain as high volt a little bit longer because all of our air characters were killed off. Stormblade got 2 brutal deaths in either run of this lock. Stormblade just can't seem to have it good, apparently. Stormblade can't ask for nice things, except for a nice chase variant. Man, she has a really nice chase variant. No. Okay, we need to hit that button right now. So let's do that. Perfect. I am successful. Would it not just be quicker to fall off here? Yes. Yes, it would. Again, routine geniusness. Look no further than yours truly. The genius that I am. I'm very humble about my genius too. I'm humble about everything I do, which is saying a lot, because I have every bragging right under the books given for raw awesomeness vested within me. Even my vocabulary is awesome, can't you tell? So off we pop with this here Supercharger Vault. We got ourselves yet another soul gem for a fallen comrade, Super Ship Stealth Elf. I have nightmares of how bad this character is still to this day, so I'd rather not be reminded of her via the soul gem preview. We checked High Volt's upgrades in a previous episode. I can't remember which one, I just remember checking them, so we don't need to check with Persephone again. I am very confident that High Volt is maxed out here. It's kind of hard to acquire more upgrades when you're already maxed out. That's kind of like what being maxed out means, that there's no further to go from there. Okay, let's pop on over. Fantastic. I will also be grabbing all that gloriousness while I'm at it, because why the heck wouldn't I be grabbing it? So much so the fact that I'm stuttering here, repeating myself for effect, that effect being put emphasis on everything I am repeating. That was a mistake, that's more like it. I want the diamond. Give me the stinking diamond. I've never struggled so much getting a diamond before in my entire life. Freaking diamonds, am I right? Okay, we've got to be careful here, otherwise this is how I die. I repulsed them, I tell you! Oh dear, I need the food. Look at that, that's what I have a magnet for, because apparently magnets work on ice creams now. Ice creams are known for their magnetic capabilities, let's not forget. Okay, why don't these guys just die? They're being so convenient right now. Boom, 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 shake the room. And they're still not dying. Okay, that's more like it. Now that the enemies have all been defeated, we've finally gotten access to that Supercharger Vault, to which we do not mind if we do. Ooh, it's a Sky Stone. Is it a good one like that? It's Callie, but I don't remember what her special ability is. It destroys all enemy stones! Yes, we're adding that to our deck. Woohoo! I can't wait for them to play like a Chomp Chest, a Flitter Glimmer, and a Krankenstein all at once and then just destroy everything. Those are some of the most overpowered stones in the game for the sake of the context. Shield Striker is also remarkably strong in Skystars Overdrive for some reason. Anyway, we got repulse these fellas with just my natural personality over here. Who even needs a Magnus? High Volt can attract and repulse people based on personality alone, let's be honest here. A bit like me. We can relate in that manner. I'm in High Volt. There is! Oh, I so want to do that. I must save Pluck's people. If they're anything like Pluck, they're definitely people to rely upon.
Passes in Skylands are marked by its chime.
Ooh, fancy.
If you used your sky vehicle to ring the bells, these halls would ring with their music and finally wake my people. Will you help them, Skyland?
Yes, of course, Pluck. I've got you covered, man. So let's be throwing that burn cycle off of the board, or we're going to be replacing it with the Jetstream. I'm trying to make up the lost time because Jetstream has been in the rest of the series. Plus, it's a decent vehicle. Let's not forget. Let's be heading on out. We'll see what the element of the air changes to, because if it changes to life or light, then we have Astro Blast or Thrill P for that. Plug, what does it look like I'm doing, man? Who needs instructions for ringing chimes? It's quite self-explanatory. Anyway, let's make sure those mines don't hit us. That's what we have our power of repulsion for. I'm very good at repulsing things. Boom, let's go. We can apparently fly through chimes now. Who knew that they weren't solid objects? Are any of them solid objects? Don't think any of them have collision. Anyway, those mines, they aren't getting anywhere near us. They don't have my name on it. For they are not mine to hit. And it's as they say, you don't go around hitting mines that don't belong to you. That's just rude. Oh, I am going to attract these gear bits. Not that Jetstream is needing of them. But more gear bits the merrier. After all, we have that loot crate system that I showed you in a previous episode, and I want to unlock as many cosmetics as possible. And to do that, I need to acquire gear bits. When you get duplicates, they only give you 800 gear bits back as well. It's not really a good deal if you were to ask me. Ooh, wow, that's a lot of chimes. So many chimes. But there's many more to go, apparently. And I thought it was already at half health. Oh dear, that's not good for this section. I was really hoping that life or light would pop up. Then we could switch out for a Skylander with full health, but apparently that's asking too much. Hi Volt, please, don't die here. I don't want another lava Lanceraptor situation. Oh, that's kind of opening up. Let's get those mines away from us. Not the largest fan of mines, personally. I'd rather not run into them. Okay, here we go. Whatever you say there, Pup. Whatever you say, my man. My main man. Yeah, take that, you stinking mines. You didn't stand a chance, not against me and the fundamental power of repulsion. Okay, let's squeeze through the middle there. Fantastic. That was the wrong button. I pressed the barrel button rather than the attack button. Which isn't even an attack button in combat. That's the jump button in combat. Where am I getting all these button mix-ups from? Man, I feel like an absolute noob right now. If Robo was here, he'd be insulting me for it. After all, he loves saying, what a bunch of noobs. That's one of the most fun things about Robo, his sparkling personality. Okay, let's kill some folks. At least I get the air elemental buff from the Jetstream matching that element, mind you. We always take whatever buffs we can get. Why are there so many enemies here? We could have like 12 less enemies, more chimes, and then, only then, would I be quite happy about that. Okay, those guys have got to go. Yeah, baby! That sky is remarkably pink, not that you can even see that in the Noir Edition where everything's black and white. What happened to that topper right there? This game is just glitches galore, man. I could make a whole compilation on the glitches of this game alone. The only problem is that I no longer have the raw footage for most of these episodes. You know, after I'm done with editing the video, I delete the initial raw footage. So the only footage I have remaining of these series are the black and white editions, and you can't go from black and white back to colour again in Premiere. Ow, much pain. That being said, these guys are being all revived like, and man, this level is gorgeous, even in black and white. In fact, if anything, I think black and white might suit it a little bit better. But we do have a Skylanders match coming up, which is why, as soon as we're done with all this, I'm going to be taking that Jetstream off of the portal and replacing it with the Gold Rusher, because everyone knows the Tech Overdrive buff is insane! And it's basically been my saviour for pretty much every single Skylanders match we've had up to this point.
Halls teem with life once again. Your mission still remains. I will do all I can to help you.
Yeah, you better. We just saved your people out for goodness of our hearts. So that Sky Star's been complete. We rank up to 13. Wow, 2 rank ups in one video. I must be doing something right. Okay, so we can have either have Raising Gear Bits or Raising Gold, which is clearly the option I'm going to go for, because I like my Skylanders being rich. I like it a lot. Okay, let's be attracting everything towards us. Without further ado, we're going to do exactly what I said it was we're going to do, and we're going to place onto that portal right there the Gold Rusher.
Gold Rusher.
again, a very Christmas decked out Gold Rusher. They say deck the halls. Well, in my case, I deck the Gold Rusher in bells and holly. At least I hope that's how the song goes. But regardless of all that, you're not going to see any of it. It's noir and all that. But trust me, the Christmas colours are there, and we are going to play. I think there's no need to build a deck. We're already off to a good start with these here stones. Our Mablobs even has a buff from matching High Volt's element. Though the table has a bit of a glow to it. Not in a good way, it's blinding. Blinding, I tell you! Oh, smoke screen. Wow. Oh man.
Your turn.
Kind of pathetic, really. We can lose one attack this turn, but that's not a useful debuff for now. All friendly Skystones gaining one attack on the other hand. Yeah.
Small fry.
Let's do it. Small fries taking them down. I'm not too worried about getting hit this early on into the game. I'd rather deal massive amounts of damage like that. Because next turn I'll overdrive and then that Tussle Sprout will take down the smoke screen and survive, because that's how it works. That's a lot of boom. So much boom. Oh dear, did I make a huge mistake? Nah, this is what we have this guy for. They see me rushing. They hate it. So we're now back up to 26. Oh, never mind. Scratch what I just said. We're still losing, but that's mainly because they start off with more health than us. Oh, dear, my cards are starting to look no longer so good. You know what I could really be going with right now? A little bit of Chef Pep Jag, but he's not going to spawn in because I currently have my hand and I can't get any new stones whilst I have my hand at hand. Ooh, hand at hand. It's like hand deception right there. Okay, at least now I have defense stones, but that threat pack is going to continue attacking me, and that's not very good because that's a lot of damage. In case you get tossed already. No, not the Gulper. Anything but the Gulper. Ah, and he took out my Tussle Sprout too. That's not convenient. Random my arse.
Your turn.
Oh wow, what do you know? We got a threat pack. That's ironic. Anyway, let's heal for 5 and then take down the threat pack without further ado. Yeah, that's exactly what I need. To be careful during a Skylanders match of all things, because if... Well, to be fair, you can't die in Skylanders Overdrive, but if you could die in Skylanders Overdrive, I'll be one to find out how to do it. I am bad enough at the video game for Pete's sake. I'm also very good at speaking very quickly, and just kind of losing my commentary along the way. But we're going to heal for 8 right now. Oh, I'm going to heal Mablobs too, which is rather convenient. So now we're back up to 15. In fact, we're 15. Oh... Let's freaking go. Okay, what's he gonna play next?
Grave Clobber.
Oh, puny Rudy Grave Clobber. I have 2 stones that can deal with him. Including that of Thread Pack, who's a superior stone. You know why? Well, for Grave Clobber didn't. Well, the Grave Clobber did die, and the Thread Pack didn't. That's what proves it as a superior stone. How dare you attack me? So rude. Okay, that's dead. Let's see. We've already won. I mean, we could win barely, or we could win by miles. So let's go ahead and let's win by miles. Even though it is a 7 damage compared to 6 damage. But either way, we won, so it doesn't really matter. Victory is ours, and we have ourselves acquired the Spellpunk Magic. Spellpunk Magic? Well, it is for Magic Spellpunk. So the Magic Spellpunk Skystone is what we've acquired. We're not going to be adding it to our deck because it's bloody useless. I am formidable. This is true. But don't stop with flattery right now. You know, I think you have a few more nice things to say to me. I could be doing some food right now, though. I'm not going to lie. Do I even need to do this combat right now? It's a question. I'm gonna run. I almost died from lack of platforming skill, which happens, speaking of which. But this means that we get our Supercharger Vault over here. Let's freaking go, baby. And what we have acquired is none other than a hat, a glorious looking hat. At that, we can wear it, and then we can be twins with Mags. Everybody's favourite NPC. Okay, let's try not to get hit, because getting hit would be tragic. I really don't want to lose High Volt here. No, we're going to hit him off the edge. Go away, fall off the edge. This is the most effective way of dealing with enemies. Just knocking them off the ledge. I feel like Magna Charge all over again. That's what this is. This is discount Magna Charge How am I only just noticing this? This entire level? They clearly came up with a gimmick first and then designed the level around it. But to be honest though, this is still one of the better levels in this game, so I have no problems with that. Seriously, game? This is how I die? I even pressed the jump button and the game didn't register the input. Either that or I jumped a little bit too late. This fella's still here! That's a bit rude. How are you not dead? You're off the edge. You were suspended in midair. Okay, this time let's actually push the jump button. There you go. Well, let's actually push the jump button and hope that the game registers it, unlike the last time. Man, I'm so glad High Vault didn't get screwed by platforming right there, because it's the worst kind of death to have a death in a Superchargers Locke based on poor platforming skill. But I do like how this game punishes you for not being able to platform. There's a greater balance, and yet still the combat sections in this game tend to be a joke, more often than not. In other words, they're not on the harder side of things, I would say. It is making it harder that High Vault's having to solo shot this entire level right now! Like seriously, there are only 3 elements that I don't have, and yet they seem to be the only 3 elements that are apparent in this level so far. Oh wow, what do you know? Tech gets to remain! Just to make a change! So we got ourselves a little bit of a mod, a coin cycle! Okay, more of this. Let's get rid of those. Oh, now we definitely want to attract the platforms to us, avoid those mines down there altogether. Okay, we'll take the right path, because that's the path where there are no mines. Making it therefore the superior path. Once again, we want this floor unit. Thank you very much there, video game. Let's get rid of them, folks. And up we pop. Again, how is this not a racing segment? This is just driving from point A to point B. It's basically Mario Kart time trials, but as a single player mode. Just add in a couple of races, and then if we win, give us a reward. Give us a Supercharger Vault or something. That would make these portions so much more intricate and fun to play through, with actual opponents to race against. Anyway, let us bring this fella up here. We got a Bon Wolver Chimes. Yes, Pluck, I get it. Come here, fella, or not. I guess you won't, actually. Definitely not, no. Okay. Get over here, man, get over here. That's almost more like it. For some reason, we still haven't got this last one, which is actually annoying me now. I take it back, this gimmick is terrible. Every good thing I said about it, revoked. So let's plop back up here, see if the element of the area is going to change, because it would be really, really nice if it did. At least now High Vault's going to be rich by the time we're done with this. When I asked for the element to change, for it changing to dark, is not what I meant! Yarr! We're not going to be adding you to our deck. But man, High Vault's going to be rich. We're going to be able to buy so much stuff from Ari's shop after this. That is, should he survive, which, you know, let's be honest, survival is dwindling in the single digits now. Our chance of it, mind you. If we're going to save a quote, I should at least say it right. So let's let Fishlegs say it correctly, shall we?
It's as if survival are dwindling into single digits now.
And that's the awesomeness of Fishlegs for you. Anyway, you've got to die. I really wish you'd die some more. Oh, I've got a plan, actually. Let us head back here. If I can actually make the jump. Man, platforming is hard. So let's get through here and see what the enemy changes to. Hopefully then we can get High Vault off this stinking portal. Yes! It's about time. Let's bring out Astro Blast. Man, am I glad he popped up a random name generator to replace Supercharged Donkey Kong when we shifted over to the PlayStation. That makes me very glad that the random name picker chose him indeed. Hey, you stay where you were. Stay. Okay, up we pop. That's more like it. Okay, let's get those down and get them back up again. Not a big fan of that fella right there, so I feel like I should just repulse him, you know? Okay, come to me, my thingy McBob, come to me. And here we go, some more. Lots to go round. Now, Astro Blast is the one who's getting rich quickly. Not Horrid Henry. Not High Volt. Astro Blast. Astro Blast gets rich quick. Okay, let's be attracting them fellas right now. Oh wait, we still need to track that guy. This is one we need to repulse right here. Oh, they even gave us a hat for our platforming skill. Difference here is that this time we can't fall off, so we were set. Speaking of things we're set with, we now have unlocked the soul gem of Big Bubble Pop Fizz. But once again, I do not like the character. I have nightmares about how garbage he is and how they've ruined Pop Fizz. So, we're not going to preview that monstrosity. Let's be opening it on up. We got ourselves yet another hat. You know what? I like the spikes at the top of Astro Blast, so we're going to stick with what we have, even if the buffs aren't as great. And we're now only one Supercharger Vault away from absolute raw awesomeness. Epic voices and everything. So let's get back out of here. I have no idea if light is going to remain, but if we go back to dark, then we get to remain as Astro Blast 2, because you can't exactly switch out the night for. I don't think if the element of the air is anything for moving. Yeah, cool, not getting back long enough for that. Die, 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 die. Let's charge up our blaster because we can. Boom! Lots of blasts to go around. Yeah, there you go. They die on the dance floor. Well, they just die, period, because apparently Astro Blast is good at this whole combat thing. So we've grabbed every last ounce of treasure right there. Not that treasure is measured in ounces, or is it? I swear gold is measured in ounces or pounds. I don't even know my own system, let alone the American system. But the Americans use pounds to measure a lot of things, so I assume gold is no different. Surely.
But you can restore the light to these halls if you choose. The gears of
I really don't want to have to do this, but I kind of have to do this. So we're going to do this. We're going to do it with the Splatter Splasher. Then magic might even pop up and we'll be able to supercharge it. That's fantastic there, Pluck. Just shut up. Let me take this vehicle off the portal without further ado. And then we're quickly going to head over to the upgrade chamber to make sure that the Splatter Splasher has all of its upgrades acquired, because the more upgrades the merrier. Upgrades are one of the few things in life where less is more can be applied, or could, well, it cannot be applied. Upgrades, less is not more, more is more. So what do we have? Everything maxed out and a shit ton of gear bits to use for the loot box system later on. So that means the Splatter Splasher is looking good, and we're about to acquire even more gear bits in this here section, so we do not mind if we do. Yeah, we're going to repulse them fellas right there. Oh, speaking of supercharging, looks like we're switching out for our only female supercharger of the cast, Splat. She is forgetting her catchphrase though, apparently. That's pretty rough. Another glitch for the books. Yo, stay away from me. Not a big fan of mines or mimes. Okay, cool, let's kill it. Kill it with fire. Well, it's not even fire, it's not even close, but we're killing it all the same, that's what matters. Ah, I didn't want to do that! No, boo. We'll chase it down instead of having it follow us. Yeah, that's way more effective. Now, the main problem with this section is that it's so gosh darn long. Wait, no, I'm pushing it the wrong way again, aren't I? Okay, there you go, we finally managed to turn around our vehicle, because the controls here are so floaty and garbage. Is what adds to the length of this section and makes it so horrible. Boy, do I hate this section, I hate it so much. What do you know is my overpowered Sky Stones? Luckily they're not as overpowered in the water as they are in Sky Stones Overdrive. So let's be heading back up right here. Itching noses along with Survey. Murdering you, don't mind if we do, but we've got to kill everything in here apparently. So let's do that. I'm good at killing stuff, for the most part. Yeah, kill it dead. Who knew ink was so effective? Splat. Splatter soon. Okay, let's keep her going. Keep her going. Whee! Whee! That was one of the few fun parts about C-sections. The speed you have going over boost panels. I wish the entirety of this was just boost panel, then I wouldn't have anything to moan about, would I? Okay, let's have this spin right round, baby, right round, like a record player, right round, round, round. Okay, here we go. Big, meaty circles. I don't even know a circle could be meaty, and yet here we are. Boom. We love to see it. This fella's gonna follow us instead. Ow. That is not okay. That was a very sneaky mine. That is going the wrong way, so it's going to be following us again. Yeah, that's it. Follow me there, fella. And now we have created a conduction from A to B, and we can advance. That is how it works. Surreal. Hell of a word, that one. If you want to impress your English teachers, just bring out word surreal in a sentence. There you go. You're welcome. It's pretty much any sort of fancy word. After all, that's what English teachers are there to do. Their job is to teach you fancy words like illuminate, or, well, illuminates is a better term. A light illuminates a room rather than a light, well, lights a room. Okay, let's kill it. Every single time I want to say kill it with fire, but we can't do that. There is no fire here. Plus fire wouldn't exactly be effective underwater unless we're playing a Mario game. Die, 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 die. You're not dying very well. In fact, you're killing me, and I don't much appreciate it. Woo! But I do appreciate the spanner on the other hand.
This is surreal.
Surreal once again. Fancy word, do not forget it for the sake of your English exams after the Christmas. Well, not necessarily English exams, but whatever you're doing English related, surreal after Christmas. Go back, impress those English teachers of yours.
Please continue, Skylander.
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm not exactly stopping anytime soon. You're not giving me much choice. This stupid video game. Okay, don't you guys dare. Stop following me. You're freaks, the both of you. Follow me like that. Absolute stalkers, these mines, I'm telling you. Okay, cool, those two are sorted. My nose itches once again. Not even my nose, it's my moustache this time. Okay, these mines, they just really need to stop. Yeah, there you go, that's getting them. And via the power of repulsion, I have compelled you. Yeah, let's try and get around to the opposite side, which isn't working very well, so we might need to bring out the attraction instead of the repulsion. Because these vehicles are so slow and floaty. Garbage controls for a garbage section of a video game is only fitting. Ah, man, we were just short on those two colliding with one another there, which is precisely what we need to finish the section already. There you are, it's about darn time we powered the core, and now we can move on with our lives. It's about damn time, if you were to be asking me. So the question is, do we get forced to switch back to Astrobass, or are we going to get to play as Splat for a little bit? I can finally play as this character, which I've been meaning to play as for ages now, that I've been wanting to play as for ages now. Pardon a small little hiccup right there. We can even continue on, and if an element pops up that we currently don't have a supercharger to correspond with, we get to remain a Splat and still get a buff, the supercharger buff.
Find the Dark Rift engine before it's too late.
Sure, let's do that, Pluck. That sounds good to me. Let's do it. Ooh, C-Star complete. All of completeless. Celebrate good times, come on. Oh, no, we need it to be attracted to us, apparently.
Push and pull to change.
Yeah, Pluck, we kind of got it. We've been using this gimmick now for almost an hour. You'd hope I'd have learnt how magnets work by now. I am 21 years old, and I've played this level. This level is clearly the only qualification needed to be a teacher of how magnetism and physics work, because kind of physics are definitely realistic and reliable to teach real life physics with. Definitely, 100%. Boom! Anyway, I believe this entire section is completely skippable, so how about we conduct a little bit of skipping? Yeah, there you go, that's more like it. I will take the ice cream along the way though, don't mind if we do. And now we have a lot more combat, because clearly we haven't had enough of this already. Oh man, but this is a lot of damage. Now this is how you stack damage! Oh, you guys are so dead right now, it's not even funny. I mean, death shouldn't ever be funny, so that's why it's not funny all the same. Okay, here we go, let's kill him! Oh man, I almost feel sorry for these guys right now. Splatter's just absolutely obliterating everything inside, baby. Boom, boom, shake room some more. Oh boy, it's them fellas. I hate them fellas. I hate them so much. And there's lots of them too. I could be doing much less of them, that would be great. Because now we're down to 300 health. I prefer to have more health if I'm being honest here. Oh, food! Yes, we needed that. Much needed. Muchos gracias, per favor. Die, die, die! Everything, just die on screen. Just give me a sudden light core buff out of nowhere. I'd have so many questions if I just got a sudden light core buff out of nowhere, but I wouldn't be moaning about it, mind you. I'd very much be welcome a random light core buff. So let's be grabbing all this treasure right here of the sweet gloriousness found in treasure. Oh, we love to see it, we do. We love to see it! Nope, I don't want to be repulsing, I want to be attracting! I don't think down here is a Supercharger Vault. I think our final Supercharger Vault is actually in the final section of this level, to which is about time we got there. So that was all for a diamond, which is funny because I think this location is harder to find than the location of the Supercharger Vault itself. So why the hell not put the Supercharger Vault there? Or better yet, give us an 8th Supercharger Vault for this level. Okay, up we've popped, which is good, very good. I mean, it couldn't exactly be a bad thing, could it? The art of progression. Funny how I mentioned the art of progression, given that Splat is a rather artistic character. Oh, I could be doing that. Get it? Yeah, there you are. And now all we've got to do is find ourselves at the bottom here, and that, my friends, is where the final Supercharger Vault was found. You see what I mean when I said that this is so much more easy to find than the other one? My god! We earned that Happen Wheel already, but here I am with 60 maximum health? Yes, please. Man, I don't think Splat's ever looked better. Thumb Truck just really looks good on her, what can I say? Anyway, now we have food, so we can see how our buffed up health bar looks with the hat at full. There's our maximum health for you. 830, yeah? Good luck getting to that in a couple of turns in darts. Well, you need more than a couple of turns because darts, the maximum you can get in a single round is 180. That's the most fun part about darts, getting to shout 180. Okay, that's all sweet, fantastic and all that. We are going to go on ahead and place onto the portal the Dark Hot Streak. Because again, we can have a different vehicle for every single different vehicle section within a level, and the Dark Hot Streak is a different vehicle. More shield points for me. And that's precisely what we need too.
Here we go.
Yes, here we go. Wish me luck, not that I need it. But we do need to defeat everything before we can actually gain access to those orbs we need to finish off the level with. Man, my drift has been held for so long right now. I do love the fact that you can practically hold an infinite drift in these sections. That is one of my favourite things about the vehicles and the way they control. Overall, the controls aren't too garbage, but when you combine more floaty controls with janky mechanics, then things start to get a little messy, unfortunately. Still though, this is my second favourite Skylanders game to date. Mainly because when it comes to the craft behind this game, this is easily the best Skylanders game ever made in terms of its objective value. Subjectively, based on opinion and all that, I obviously prefer Trap Team. Trap Team is my favourite Skylanders game. But of all of the Skylanders games, objectively, it's no doubt the worst. I mean, its story's nothing to write home about, and it's incredibly glitchy, not even gitchy, like I was trying to say earlier. So yeah, Track Team has its problems, but that doesn't stop it from being so incredibly fun, which is what it is for sole factor in making it my favourite Skylanders game. After all, what's the most important thing about a Skylanders game? For it to be fun, which Skylanders game do I have the most fun playing? Track Team. It's really as simple as that. Okay, that guy's gone, he's out of here, he just kind of gave up on me. Luckily, that's what I have his little friend for. Okay, here we go, let's bring that guy over here. No, come back. There you are, that's what he was looking for. Are we about to get through this completely unscathed? No deaths, let's go! That's what we're talking about. You see, the key to my success the entire time was Splat. Oh yeah, High Vault 2, I suppose he also helped. I mean, given that I played him for about half an hour straight, yeah, no doubt he helped. But without further ado, let's press the X button and be finishing this here episode off with a cutscene, no less.
I don't know about you, but that thing gives me the willies. Yeah. Hey, you think it might turn Mags into like a weird, folksy, face-eating riff zombie?
Flynn, don't be silly. It's just a machine. It can't do that. Can it?
All I know is that rule number 1 of a secret ninja commando operation does not include ancient glowy what's-a-mahoozits giving away our position. Hooah! See? What a feeding frenzy is that?
Looks like we have more than just cutscenes to worry about before we conclude the episode. Oh no, we're under attack. Oh, truly.
I repeat,
Truly terribly.
All non-combat personnel report to your quarters and stay there. Leave this to the professionals.
Yeah, Splat is about as
See what all
professional
that
as you
secret
get.
ninja commando training was good for, recruit. Get these
It was good for a lot, actually. We're about to find out. Okay, you folks have got to go. Chaos Punching Band, do something, fight back. For once in your life. I love this triangle attack right now. It's been very convenient. Even that guy, just from raw intimidation, stopped attacking me, knowing that he was in for an ass whooping. Okay, let's take down the next two then. The next two food fight wannabes, because let's be honest, their models are incredibly similar. Haha, nice try, sucker. Oh, how dare you hit me, you're gonna pay for that. I don't think these guys can even deal damage to you, can they? Let's find out. Deal damage to me. I dare you. Took a sweet time, but no, they can't even deal damage to you. How am I supposed to be intimidated by enemies that don't deal damage to me? It's because they even want to make it so your Skylanders cannot die in the hub world, because if they want that, they failed miserably, because I'm pretty sure you can still kill off Ghost Monster.
I want a full inventory.
This is what happens when you give us attacks that inflict self-damage. At least with High Five, they managed to, they managed to make it so when you're down to 10 health, you can't actually deal self-inflicted damage for triangle attack no more. You can't actually kill yourself with that ability, unlike Ghost Roaster. So that being said, we'll be speaking with Flynn in the next episode. Prepare yourselves, folks, because it is going to be for finale. We're going into it with 9 characters, and I tell you what, it might seem like a bit of an overhaul. We're going to need all 9 for the Darkness boss fight alone. Prepare for Slaughterhouse. It's going to premiere for tomorrow as the 3rd day of Skylands. I'll see you then. But for now, I have an outro to save the rest. I cannot, in good conscience, end off this video without first thanking all of my incredible channel members whose continued support help make these videos possible. Without them, these videos would be near impossible to make, so from the bottom of my heart, I truly appreciate every last one of them. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, there are plenty of options on screen now to explore, and please consider subscribing to keep up to date with all my content. On that note, this video is coming to an end, so thank you so much as always for watching. Until the next video arises, peace!